Okay.
So sometimes you come out when you are changed. Sometimes you come out born again. Yeah, when you come out of prison.
Okay. Because they say prison will either make you pray or make you gay. Okay.
And politically can say it through their music.
Okay.
But sometimes you could end up being fetched home. So you need to be careful which words you use. You need to choose your your content wisely.
Iko Nini. Na hii ni a special episode, na kwa this episode jo tuna reach out to the East Africa community. Tumeishia mpaka maside za Uganda. Tuko na Summer Sojah. So Summer Sojah, do you understand Swahili?
I pick a little bit of it.
Yeah.
I'm not as good as you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So how's Uganda?
Uganda is a beautiful country, still under the pressure, but that is the African story. Yes.
Under which pressure?
Political pressure, financial pressure, economic pressure. Yeah, we are trying to survive and make things happen.
Okay.
Like African black strong men who are who believe we are made for this. And we shall survive.
Yeah. And I gotta ask you, like, Besije gets kidnapped from Kenya. Yes. How did Ugandans feel about that? Did Ugandans feel like Kenya betrayed Besije? Did they feel like Kenya was on the right? Like, what happened with that situation?
I think regarding security, I don't think it was really right to abduct a gentleman like that. So, but again, for safety, I believe the security is doing what they can to keep everybody safe. Yeah. So it was not as good, and back home we are still in the campaign, and we want the big man to set the gentleman free, because freedom is for everybody, and we want him out, and maybe he can stand and defend his opinion. Yes, but we just want justice for him.
Okay. Because the story is at some point he was trying to like get weapons so that he can liberate Uganda. How true is that?
Nobody is sure about that, but that is, what is being said. I don't really believe somebody can sneak into Kenya with when they are armed. That really means the security is not doing their job. So it makes me wonder how and where he got the guns in Kenya.
No, they were saying that I think he had met people. I don't know if it was within Uganda or outside Uganda, but he'd met some people and he was negotiating for weapons, because it was like the only way to get the big man out. Sebo is through the gun. Like the ballot can't work, let's use the bullet.
That is what is said, because even the big man, when he was coming to power, that is exactly how he took over power. It is about overthrowing. But as a Rasta man, as somebody who is doing positive music, I don't believe that is the way to go. I believe everybody should witness a peaceful transition of leadership with no armory, with no weapons and killing each other, because fighting is not really the way out, because if you are trying to liberate people, you don't have to kill them again.
Yes.
So I don't really believe the agenda. I don't really support the agenda of having weapons. And I'm not sure whether he did have the weapons or was negotiating to get the weapons, but I don't want a bloody country. I don't want to see people losing lives because somebody is trying to get into power.
Yeah. Okay. And from the outside looking in, we are seeing Uganda turn from a country to a kingdom. So how do you Ugandans feel? And by that I mean, I see like the son is the heir to the throne.
Well, if the son is trying to come and be the next leader, I believe he should stand and campaign against another man.
Yes.
If I don't really want to say he does not have the right to campaign as the next president. He does have the right, but then the citizens have their opinion. I believe that should be respected, and that should be it should be done in the right criteria. whoever is voted the most should come into power. Yes, that's what I believe. Democracy should be served. Yes.
Okay, and so if you are guessing who's the next Uganda president when nature takes its course?
Well, guessing would be a wrong answer, but leadership comes from God. Whoever wins the prize takes it all. I'm here and I'm ready to be a citizen even when the worst president comes to leadership.
Yeah.
So I don't really have power over that, or I may not be in the best position to guess who will be the next president, but I want a good president, I would say.
Okay. And how do you feel about how like Kenyans express themselves? I always feel like we have some liberties that you guys don't have. So we'll be online criticizing our president, making memes of our president, and we're still free walking around. So how does that feel? Like as a Ugandan, when you look at Kenya, do you feel like we are spoiled kids? Do you feel like we are lucky or privileged?
I think that is just the nature of the government, because back home our government is a what is it called? It is they are soldiers. It is and back home, UPDF is really everywhere, because the government is it is led by an army commander.
Yes.
So that is just about what the nature of the government is. And understand here, the big man is not even a soldier.
Yeah.
So back home, the gentleman is a soldier, and he has to rule the country the way he knows best. Yes. So
Okay.
I think you guys are more privileged here, and I love Kenya, but I love home as well.
Yeah. Okay. Because there are things we say here that you can't say back home.
Yes, I know. Yes.
But we want the best for them, though.
Yeah, we want the best.
Yeah.
Yes, and coming to Kenya really feels a little bit like home, but then more free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Because at least I've seen people say whatever they like to say. They have the freedom of speech, and as an artist, I believe that the voice that God has given us is to express ourselves, regardless of who we offend when we say what we want to say. So I believe you have more of that here than it is back home.
Okay.
And we would really like the big man to at least follow suit, to copy a leaf from here, to pick a leaf from here, and bring it back home. Because, the world is evolving.
Yeah.
Everything is changing. You don't stop people from saying what they think should be said. Yes.
Okay. So I always ask this question: who's the Uganda vice president?
Our vice president, I know him.
Is it him or her?
The name is... You see, some people in Uganda do not play their part. Yeah, so sometimes you don't know who is doing what. Our vice president, let me try to remember.
Because Ian,
you see, it is very funny that you can know the president,
but not the vice,
and you know the person campaigning to become the next president, but not the vice.
Yeah. I asked you intentionally because I know.
Because you know what happened. Politically, in Uganda, I'm not active. I don't want to be fooled.
Yeah.
Because I love to see things work out the way they should. So if we have somebody and this somebody wants his opinions to be listened to alone,
yes,
I think I would consider that politics becoming a business. Yeah, and by the way, to put it all together in a nutshell, one gentleman told me that, why are you complaining that the president is not doing what you want?
Yeah.
Do you think he has come to power to serve you or make some money?
Oh, okay.
It is a very good question to think about. Because if you vote somebody into power and the next day you would see them driving the biggest car, and your roads have not really been made already, and there seems to be no plan, it really feels like they are at work and not serving you.
Yes.
So back home, politically, I have my opinions,
yes,
and I stand for my opinions, but I do not have the freedom to express what I feel.
Okay.
So I decide to let the nature take course.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And how do the youth look at Bobi Wine?
They love him. I suppose you know that.
Yeah. I'm just asking.
We love him. I love
Because
him.
from the outside we are told everyone.
Yeah, I love him. I love Bobi Wine. He has very good ambitions. I think he stands for what the majority stands for. Yes.
Okay. The next Uganda elections? Which year?
2026.
26,
And I
okay,
am not
okay.
voting, but I want the best for everybody.
Okay.
I want the best for Uganda, my country. I want my country to be free. I can only vote when I'm sure what I'll vote will be will be final. Yeah.
Okay, because I always tell people that my other name is Prophet Habakkuk. So as a prophet, I can predict Museveni to win.
He will win.
Whether he does not get enough votes or not, he's going to win.
What?
Okay.
As long as it's there.
Like these Africa elections are so predictable. Because even with Kenya, as much as we vote, we always feel like the numbers are manipulated. But at least for us, there's a certain level of tension where you don't know who's going to win. You think you know. But with Uganda and Tanzania, like we know Samia is going to win another term. It's just, and the margins are normally ridiculous. And that's what we look at. Because Kenya, the margins are normally super close. That we know that one day we'll be able to get really true elections, So, but now, let's talk about music. So, I see here that music earned you a bursary to high school, yeah?
Yes,
which high school did you go to?
Mount St. Henry's High School.
Okay.
That is in Mukono. And it was a very good experience going to school because of what you can do. Yeah.
Okay. And how's the education system in Uganda? Because ours is 844. We call it the 844 system. We switched it up to CBC right now. The new kids are going through something called CBC, where they have the first 6 years and then class 7 and 8 becomes junior high, and then there's high school, and then Uganda, what's the system?
Uganda, we have primary up to year 7, and then secondary is from Form 1 up to Form 6, then you get to university.
Oh, Form 1 to Form 6?
Yeah, Form 1 to Form 6.
So that's 13 years.
That is secondary.
13 years. Damn. That's a lot.
I'm not really happy with our education system, but I'm okay because it has earned me a job.
Okay.
So I really think if they add something into our education system and maybe try to make it a little bit international for every children out there,
yes,
it would be great. Because you know what is funny? You will take somebody to school in Uganda up to P7 and that document they would get does not earn them a job anywhere. So it feels like the 7 years is already wasted.
Yeah.
And even when you go for O level, we have after primary level you go for the ordinary level and then advanced level. The secondary level is divided into two. We have 4 years, the first 4 years, and then the last 2 years. The last 2 years is advanced level.
Okay.
And then after those you go for university. But then we have shortcuts. People go for what is it called? Go to institutes for special skill training.
Okay.
Maybe tailoring, maybe driving or mechanical engineering, anything. We have those there.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So another thing I found interesting. So class 7, you call it P7.
Yes, primary 7.
Okay. Yeah, it's
But-
so
but-
different because
Yeah, but we have international schools that are really doing well and they are following the international curriculum. Those are really many.
okay, because
Yes,
Kenya, when you're in primary, it's very confusing because it's STDs. So it will be STD 8 because we call them standard. So you're standard 7, standard 8. So now that standard is written as STD. And then when you're older, you're like, oh damn, I don't want no STD or STI. So university, you went to which university?
Makerere University.
Oh, Makerere. Okay.
Yeah, and I got a bachelor's degree in music, BMAS, Bachelor of Arts in Music. Yeah.
For a very long time, Makerere was classified as the best university in East Africa.
Yeah.
Oh, it really is.
That's where Kibaki went, huh?
Yeah.
To learn
It really
economics.
is. It is a very good university.
So how does it feel to be at Makerere?
You're already privileged by mentioning the name. Yes, it really shows you have gone to the right places when you say it out there. But I don't mean the other universities are not good. There are very many good universities there. There is Chambogo University. There is IU, very many universities. So
Because I think in Kenya we only know Makerere.
yes.
The rest
that
you have
is-
to have lived
because
in Uganda.
because it is actually the oldest. I know. Yeah, it is the oldest. I think it has stayed the longest, and some of the leaders from here have come to study there.
Okay.
So maybe that is why you're versed with it,
Yeah.
and not any other.
And how does a degree in music academia, like how does this happen? Like, do you wake up in the morning and you learn how to play instruments, or are you learning about music history? Like, what does this entail, like having a degree in music academia?
A degree in music is more theory than practical in Uganda.
Okay.
Yes, you would know about the jazz music, the history of the jazz music, reggae music, its impact on the people. You go more for for things like those than what is supposed to be done. That is the only problem I have with them. Because had I not been a little bit versed with what I want to do, probably writing a song and maybe producing, I wouldn't have gotten anything from there. Yeah, but I managed to get something because at least I knew something. So maybe they could rectify that a little bit for the other students that are coming in.
Oh, so there's nothing like learning how to play
You
instruments.
do. It is there, but I as an artist, I believe in the hands-on more than the theory. Because it wouldn't be important for me to know how jazz music started than knowing how to play the music.
Yes.
So that is just where we have a little bit of weakness, but they're doing good. They're doing well.
Okay. So do you feel like studying music has made you different from other artists? Did it help you in anything? Or
Yes,
you
it
could
did.
still be the same artist even
Yes,
if you
it
never...
did. Yes, it did. And I am very glad I managed to do it because at least I can do a couple of things that some people that have not gone to school can't do, especially that have not studied music.
Yes.
I can notate the music. I can play a couple of instruments. Yeah. I do some stuff that is really off the hook, off the bars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there's this other thing that I saw that while you're in university, a friend of you got like arrested, then came back born again. So
Me?
yes, or that story. Where did I see? You see, when I'm researching, we just research. So like someone you used to do music with.
Yeah.
Did any of your friends ever get arrested?
Yeah, many of them. Arresting people in Uganda is a normal thing.
So what are they arrested about?
At university, they arrested my friends for, in Uganda, somebody could just find you loitering at night. Maybe there is what they call idle and disorderly.
Yes.
So maybe if you land into the wrong hands, that could cost you.
Okay.
So many of my friends were taken under that charge, and also political affiliated issues.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But so there's no friend of yours who came back born again?
Many of them did.
That's after staying in prison for how long?
Many of them did. For when you go to prison in Uganda, I mean the upper prison, it is called Luzira. That is one of, I think, if not the biggest. When you are taken there, so much is going on. There are schools in there. People go to school and study stuff. People come out educated. People do music there. I don't think they do record, but they can write their songs.
Okay.
So there, among those is the religious side of it. There are many pastors preaching the gospel.
Okay.
So sometimes you come out when you are changed. Sometimes you come out born again. Yeah, when you come out of prison.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they say prison will either make you pray or make you gay. Okay. Okay.
Well, I didn't know about that. But
I'm assuming also in Uganda there has to be people who take advantage of other people.
yes,
Because
yes.
Babylon is everywhere.
That is universal.
Yeah.
That is universal.
Okay, and Bebe Cool, how did the two of you meet?
Bebe Cool, I met him through a friend, a producer called Wani. When I was at university, I did my internship in one studio that was really connected to Bebe Cool, and they happened to link me in because they wanted me to write a song for him. Yes, and I wrote a couple of songs for Bebe Cool. Yeah, that is how I met him.
Yeah. Also, which songs?
There is one called Ndiwuo, there is one called Nsirikamu, and many more coming up.
Oh, Ndiwo means what?
Yeah, Ndiwuo means I'm yours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is a love song that says neweba kuyita nyama ntono ndiwuo. It is a song that compliments a woman in a way that makes her feel that even if she's rejected by everybody, I'll still be in love with her.
Okay.
Niwe means it's you.
Pardon?
Niwe means what?
Ndiwo.
Ndiwuo means
somehow-
I'm yours.
Oh, okay.
I'm yours.
yeah.
Oh, like the first line you said, like Niwe.
Neweba kuyita nyama ntono, even if they say you are too slim,
Okay.
I'm yours. Yeah.
Okay, because Uganda, you love it big, yeah?
Okay. I think many people do, but I love skinny women. I love slim women.
Okay. Because another thing I wanted to ask you, there's always this theory that some Ugandan women, or there's a Ugandan culture, because I'm sure Uganda has a lot of cultures, but there's a Ugandan culture where women feel like some sort of physical confrontation with the husband means love. Is that true, or is just a theory that's here in Kenya?
Well,
That you have to, of course, we spank the and let it jiggle.
I think that is something that happens everywhere. Some women prefer love made to them in that way. Not only in Uganda. I know women who love being beaten up, even in the US, even everywhere, even in Kenya. There must be women who enjoy that brutal love.
But
So-
it's said that in Uganda it's a culture. It's like there's a
Yeah,
is there a tribe? There's a tribe where
there is a tribe that when you are supposed to marry a woman, you have to fight over her.
or fight with another dude.
Yeah, fight with another dude, and whoever wins the fight takes the woman. Yeah.
Okay, so you can be broke, but you know how to fight.
Yes, and win a very beautiful woman.
Yeah. Okay, but now, because the culture I was asking about is the culture of what we'd the whole of the world would classify as GBV, gender-based violence, where apparently there's a culture in Uganda. That's why you're here. You'll let us know where if a man is not involved in any physical fights with the wife feels like she's not loved enough.
I have not had that one in Uganda.
Okay, you see zima theory tunatoaga
I
kwa
have not
internet
had that,
tuachane
right?
nazo jo. I had to find out because I remember I've had that like
I've not had that.
I've
Right?
not had that. Huh?
Yeah, but I just know of. I know there are women who want love made to them brutally. Yeah, they love that. They love it strange. You know?
Yeah, that one we know. It's we call it beating the pum pum. You know,
Wow.
Eh,
Another term.
beating the punani. That's known. That's
Hitting
known.
it up.
Yeah. So at some point, there's this story of you eating raw cabbages. How did that happen?
I went when I was in high school. People there made me feel like it was school that was stopping me from being the superstar I should be.
Okay.
And after school, because I used to come from up country to town to study.
Yeah.
So when we were leaving school after my Form 6, somebody told me, please, Summer, when you go home, come back and put up with me, and we shall find ways of making you the person you should be.
Okay.
So when I came back and on my way getting back to town, I was very well in touch with this guy. We were talking on a call. There was no WhatsApp by then. I was talking to him on a phone. And when I got to Kampala, he turned the phone off.
Oh, that happens. Eh?
This is how I ended up on the street because it was already late. I did not have any idea that somebody can go to maybe a lodge and sleep because I grew up in church, man. I did not know about this stuff.
You're coming from where?
From Mubende.
How far is Mogende?
It is about 150 kilometers.
So it's like Nakuru.
Yeah, so I come to Kampala with too much hope in this guy, and then he disappoints me. This is how I end up on the street. And I came with some money because they had told me of one big producer at the time who was producing music at around 150,000 Uganda shillings. That's about how much Kenyan shillings? Around 5,000 Kenyan shillings.
Okay.
Yeah, so I came with this money and I thought I would do the song and go back home and surprise my parents because I was singing in church. So I actually came to do a gospel song. And the guy disappointed me, so I began eating this money slowly because I needed to survive. Before I know the money is done.
Why not just go home?
I couldn't go home because I ran from home.
Oh, okay.
I ran from home, and my dad was a tough guy. Yeah, he could beat me up to death. I don't know how I could survive if I had gone back and told him I ran and now I'm back. So I say to myself, now I must go back home after making it.
Okay.
And this is how I ended up on the streets. And sorry.
Okay, because I know you are on the streets, and on the streets, at some point you are addicted to drugs.
Yes, of course. When you go to the streets, that happens. So remember, you sleep late at night and in the cold. So smoking became a routine for me. I started with cigarettes and then graduated to something bigger. But
Which bigger, marijuana or gum?
Yes, marijuana. I've not done something bigger than that. Yeah.
You never done gum?
No, and I'm not planning to.
No. I was of course. It's here we take it as a street. It's a street drug.
I.
So in Uganda, are there people sniffing it? Or?
Yes. I was a broker. I used to know who sells it, and I used to look for clients because that is one of the ways I used to survive. Yeah, so I would bring in clients and my commission was handed to me. Yeah.
Okay. But when you're still in the streets, you became a backup singer?
Yes, I became a backup singer, and they could invite me over in studios to back up music for people. And this is now when I got in touch with producers who could help me produce my music. Yeah.
By that time, I'm assuming you're stinky. If you're in the streets, you're stinky. How do they invite you to a studio? And studios don't have any form of ventilation.
Yes. And showering is it gets pricey with time because the bathrooms there, for example, I had to pay 500 shillings for the water, and so even bathing was costly. So the best way to go about it was dodging it. Yeah, you just have to stay. You just have to survive and live. Yeah, simply that. As long as you're alive, you've eaten something, then you can go on.
So in the studio, you just go there stinky and they let you do your thing.
I had the music. If you want me to do what I have to do, you have to bear with the situation. Yes, you touch your nose and let me sing, then when I go out, you can breathe again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have to find ways.
Breathe. Okay. You're like, that recording was fabulous.
Yeah. But so, of course, when you notice I'm stinky, you devise means of getting rid of it. Yeah. So it was not always stinky in the studio.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I managed to.
Because that has just reminded me. There's a Kenyan TV presenter who talked about that. She said that most Kenyan reggae supporters, reggae lovers, don't have the best personal hygiene. What about Uganda? How is it? Is there any stereotype about people who love reggae music? Because in Kenya, the stereotype is it's mostly ghetto people, it's mostly poor people, and in the process, you are bound to smell a few armpits and get robbed in the process.
It is the king's music. It is the people's music. It is the people's choice. You don't decide who loves what, but I think reggae music is more for these people.
Okay.
Because it speaks more about them. We do not have many reggae songs talking about high-end life. It is always the poor people, the suffering people, the oppressed people.
Yeah.
So these are the people we expect to turn up for the music. So and when they turn up, we should only inspire them on how to become better. We should only teach them how to grow and help themselves.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't think if somebody has a problem and every time you keep mentioning the problem, it would frustrate them.
Yeah.
So I think because if you notice that somebody is smelling and you can afford a perfume for them, buy it and offer it to them. Yeah, and if when you notice that this person is still smelly even after offering the perfume, then it becomes a special case. Yeah.
Oh, they need to take a shower first.
No, taking a shower.
And then use some deodorant first. No
Yes,
perfume.
taking a shower is paramount.
Yeah.
They have to shower, of course, but we need to talk to them in the best way possible. Have you seen taps on the streets for them to take a bath?
No, I've not seen that. But no, we are not talking about street people. We are talking about, now in Kenya, the stereotype is these are people from ghettos, and these are people from poor neighborhoods. That's why the girl was talking about, if you go to a place where there's a lot of reggae music, you'll feel that tinge of sweat, you see.
Yeah.
Just permeating in the air, a sillage of sweat.
Yes, because maybe she goes to the wrong place. Because this music is for these people.
Yes.
This music is for these people. And if you go to the hospital and you are not a patient, you are the problem.
Okay.
So I think it is not as good to condemn them. It is the very same case in Uganda. This music is for the unprivileged people.
Yeah.
And we people who perform for them accept them in whichever way they come. Because we want to put the sense into their heads. And we do not mind. Well, it is important for people to be clean and neat. But if these are the people that we have to perform for, Jesus did not come for the good people. He came for the bad people. So this music is for the bad people, the unprivileged people. That is why it is positive music, to help them grow, to help them change.
Okay. Because that has also reminded me of something. There's a documentary I was watching about South Africa. And South Africa during the apartheid era, one of the things they used to do is there are reggae songs that were not allowed to be played in South Africa. So for example, Bob Marley, Get Up, Stand Up, they take the LP and then they just scratch it out. So in Uganda, is there any song that can't be played? Or Museveni doesn't care? You can listen to your Get Up, Stand Up as long as you don't get up.
Well, I think
Or stand up.
The music in Uganda that is badly being fought is the vulgar music.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But whoever wants to say anything politically can say it through their music.
Okay.
But sometimes you could end up being fetched home. So you need to be careful which words you use. You need to choose your your content wisely. But I believe that music is a tool we use to express what we feel. So whoever feels like doing the job does it. Yeah,
because it's so interesting how in Africa we've been able to be told sex is a problem and not just human decency and freedom. You know, like I am sure Uganda's biggest problem is not people screwing. It's more about the government screwing the people. But you've been told it's you screwing each other.
No,
that's wrong.
Well, like I was saying, we should all get used to the fact that these people who stand and contest politically, most of them are here for jobs. Most of them quit their jobs and actually come to contest as leaders. And it is happening all over Africa. So we need to normalize the fact that everybody is at work. Everybody is at work. The politicians are at work. And we should, everybody is looking for a survival mode. So it is not as important for you to think that somebody will exactly play like you expect them to play. Some people play along their rules.
Because this has reminded me, there's a time a Ugandan MP said something very interesting and it went viral here in Kenya. It was that the politician was saying that in Uganda, the poor are not asleep because their stomachs are rumbling or they're hungry, and the rich are not asleep because the poor are awake. You remember that? Do you remember
No,
that? Which politician was that?
By the way, I do not follow politics.
Yeah,
as
but,
much
but
in
you understand
Uganda.
how funny that was, because
Yes,
it was
it is.
true. And also like at night the poor are awake because they're hungry, and then the rich are awake
because the poor are up.
awake. And they're afraid that the poor
The
might
poor would come and
would attack at any point. Yeah. And you talked about is it when you're on the streets, that's when there was a bedbug infestation? Or?
yeah, the bedbug infestation was in studio. The studio they took me to because after when I was on the street and backing up people, backing up people's music.
Yeah.
The owner of the studio picked interest and said, I need to take this guy to come and keep doing what he does in my studio.
Yes.
When I was taken to this studio, oh my goodness, this was I think it was a kraal of bed bugs. You understand? They could they could wake you up in the middle of the night and you are scratching all over your skin. You know, it is really itchy. Yeah, and one time I remember my boss brought something to spray, and during day, you can say, it's okay, I will handle at night.
Yes.
But when night comes, you know that you lied to yourself.
Yeah.
I woke up and sprayed in the night, man. You understand? It was really bitter with bed bugs. I don't know what those are called here in Kenya. In Uganda, they are called biku.
They're called?
Biku.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dawa ya mende. Kunguni. We call them kunguni.
Kunguni.
Yes. Yeah, and sometimes it was zinaingia mpaka mkunduni. You don't understand that. So how did you end up like getting off the streets? Like what happened?
My dad kept calling me. My family kept looking out for me, but I was not ready to go back as yet.
Okay.
But what took me back home was a very serious illness. I fell sick and I really needed help. So my friends picked up my phone and looked for all numbers that had mommy, sister, brother, uncle, whoever they thought was a relative of mine. And they called them all, and so they came and picked me and took me home. I joined university and here I am.
You'd left home straight after high school.
After high school.
Oh, okay.
And I was on street for about 2-3 years. Then after that, I went back to school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because first of all, my dad was not ready to pay tuition for the course I wanted to do. And I badly wanted this course.
Okay, that's music.
Yes, I wanted to do music.
Yeah.
And
your dad wanted you to do what?
He wanted me to do something else. You see, these people think it is not a job. When you're doing music, it is not a job. So they kept telling me, do something that I will earn you a job. I told them, I can get a job even when I do this course. So just support me.
Yes.
Be behind me. I will make it. Yeah.
Okay. And then Akama blew when you are where? Were you still in school or after school?
After school. After school, because I was in contact with Bebe Cool and we had done a couple of songs. So I was undoubtedly the suitable guy to invest money in.
Okay.
So I happened to find a record label that was called Red Zone at the time. They signed me and we did music for 5 years.
Okay.
And it was that's when that's after I'd finished campus, and Akama was the first song we recorded, and it really did wonders.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's how I got to be known in Kampala, but I already had a catalog that had not been done by me, but was written by me.
Okay.
I had written music for Swang's Avenue. That is one of the biggest record labels back home.
Okay.
I had written music for Grenade. He's another good artist back home. So I was really in the best position to serve my country.
Okay.
Serve the world.
Yeah. And then I've heard this thing that in Uganda, like these stadium concerts are really big and it's part of your culture. How true is that? Like people performing in stadiums and concerts, how true is that?
People, I would say on a scale of 10, 6 out of 10 concerts in Uganda are successful.
Yes.
Provided you you follow the right procedure, you're not bothered by security.
Okay.
You take care of the security guys and take care of the venue. I think you make good advertisement. Your show is good to go, and people would turn up for your show, especially if you include the artists they love.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how's security in such? Because Kenya, one of the things that we know that security is normally the biggest impediment to like concerts, like great concerts. So like a few, was it last week, but one we had Banner Boy.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why it was successful was because the security was so tight. Yes. Security was tighter than 5 virgins in a Volkswagen. It was tight. Yeah.
and even I think I've not had weird stuff really happening on concerts in Uganda. The police is doing their job.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Because Kenya, you might just go there with your Jordans and come out barefoot. Like it's different.
that is normal. That is normal because the police would not protect you up to home. But once you are in the venue, you are safe.
No, okay. Kenya, I think it's going to the venue and leaving the venue. Within the venue, normally there's a certain level of security, but coming in, going out, that's when the freaks come out.
Yeah, I think that is what happens back home as well. Yeah, as you leave, because now what is happening back home, artists are moving in flocks with people. So you could land in the wrong hands. Some artists come with with people who have no discipline. When they look at what you have, they maybe wish it were theirs. So that happens back home as well.
Okay, because I think for a Kenyan, if I was robbed by someone with a Ugandan accent, I'd be depressed. Your accent does not sound criminal.
Yeah. Oh, really?
It sounds, the Ugandan accent always sounds very laid back, It does not sound.
I think we are a bit laid back people.
Yeah. And
I was in one restaurant yesterday, and they were telling me it is very hard to find a peaceful Kenyan woman who would not beat you up. Maybe if you offend them, they do not have the remorse to say, "Hey, this is my man. I cannot get to this point."
I think Kenyan women are misunderstood. There's some of the kindest people out there. Once in a while, we have those rogue elements, and I think those ones are in every culture. Because I'm sure even Uganda has a women prison, yes?
Yeah, it does. It does.
That shit happens everywhere. It's not.
I'm not talking about prison. I'm talking about the what can I call it? The overall morals of women. I mean, attitude. Somebody was telling me something about Kenyan women attitude. I want to know from you now.
Okay.
Are these tough women?
Yeah. Okay. That's the same thing I'd say. Remember, like when I was asking you that there's this fake story that Uganda women want to be,
beaten.
Yes.
As you make love to
and
them.
you dismiss them. Yes? You dismiss that. Yes. Spanking, of course. Even Kenyan women want to be spanked. But it's the same thing. People would say that Kenyan women are aggressive and they're that. No, they're not. It's just that when we look at other cultures, we look like the Tanzanian culture, we look at Ugandan culture, we feel like those cultures are more gentle. But the Kenyan woman is just a Kenyan woman. So like in Tanzania, we have like one of our co-hosts, like half of his family is Tanzanian, and he was talking about how before a woman makes love to you in Tanzania, she has to go and warm some water and then come with the water in a basin and just put it like is it like beneath the bed with a towel, and as soon as you finish, she's just there wiping you and wiping all her fluids as you rest and wait for the next round. You see, a Kenyan woman won't do that shit for you. Go take a shower. So I think that's what people will say, that the Kenyan woman is aggressive. But I don't think. Yeah. Okay. So Uganda, is that a culture in Uganda? The whole warm water and a towel thing?
Yes. And I'm not sure the towel is warm, but I'm sure there is one. Yeah, there is a towel. I think it is making love in Uganda is a gentle process. I love making love in Uganda. Okay. Because
I love making love in Kenya. I love making love anyway.
I wouldn't even if my wife were Kenyan, I wouldn't mind, because it is one black race.
Yes.
But Ugandan women really have something special.
Okay.
I hope it is here as well.
Yeah, it's here, man. I've never complained.
Okay.
Yes. Chant nan Babylon.
And now I would love to make new Kenyan friends.
Yeah. So I always think there's that, and then maybe on average, and I hope this is not disrespectful to Ugandan women, but on average, I'd say maybe the Kenyan woman is taken as the most educated in quotes. So educated women will always have a certain level of intimidation, something that's intimidating. And that's why maybe people might feel they're not as humble as the Tanzanian woman. And you see, even if we are to look at rank education, we'd put the Kenyan woman top, the Ugandan woman second, and then the Tanzanian woman as third. And the Tanzanian woman is the one who's taken as the best in East Africa. Have you noticed that? It's because she's going to, just Tanzania is just Tanzania. Like, beautiful culture, beautiful music. Of course, we love seeing them twerk. But as she twerks, if you tell her, enda unitengeneze chakula, she'll just wake up, shake her ass, and go to the kitchen. The Kenyan woman will be like, what the hell? You see? So I think that's why we think
You
Kenyan women
you think because they are highly educated is why they're doing that.
Yes,
I think I think it is just a culture, and it is not. I'm not saying this to offend any Kenyan women.
Yeah,
it is just a culture, and they should be who they are. It is okay that way. If your attitude, if somebody has a problem with your attitude, it is their problem, not yours.
Yes.
So people just need to learn how to deal with Kenyan women. I did not actually say this to disrespect or put them down.
Yeah, no. Don't
they
apologize.
They are the beautiful women they think
this is
they are.
Iko Nini. We don't apologize. We just like,
they are the beautiful women they are.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah.
I actually told my friend I've seen Kenyan women are really beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure Ugandan women are beautiful. Tanzania women are beautiful. Yeah, it's that's an any. So Akama, after Akama came out, did the media embrace you, or they still treated you like this?
They did embrace me, and I think that was, like I said, it was my breakthrough. It opened me to the world, to the country, to the people of Uganda to know me.
Yeah. Okay.
It is a song I don't regret recording. Yeah.
Oh, and I think maybe the question that I skipped was, what was this mysterious illness and how was it healed? How long did it take when you went home for you to heal?
It took quite some time, close to a year.
Yeah. What was it?
It was horrible. I
wrong?
think it was a withdrawal syndrome.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because when I was taken in from the streets and to the studio where I was sleeping, some artists really fell in love with my art, and they were like, wow, why does he sleep in studio? They took me home. So I began feeling the warmth of the duvet and trying to blend in.
And the shower.
I think, yes, the shower.
Yeah.
So I think that is how the sickness came about, and it took long to get over with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it took me long to get over with. Yeah.
So this 1 year you are bedridden, or you're walking around but confused?
I was at home, bedridden.
Oh, okay.
At home. My dad is a doctor, and he rendered the help I needed to me. Yeah, they took me to one other big hospital. It's called Mengo Hospital. Yeah.
Okay, but there was no any physical punishment from your dad?
No.
At that point, no.
Not really. Not really. He would I would feel it when he spoke that he's not really happy with me, but he did not confront me in any way or do anything that would make me feel, because at this point I was just like somebody who was lost and came back. I needed love, not condemning me and what I did.
Okay.
So I guess he did the right thing.
Yeah, sometimes also men tell their wives, all I need is love. Okay, so I understand. So, but there's something I found so interesting. You're saying that there is a lot of jealousy and competition in the Uganda music industry, that it reaches a level where a few people can even go as far as buying your music so that they does not reach the audience. How? Is that what you meant?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it happened.
So I release a single and Ian goes and buys all copies, huh? That's good.
Yes. No,
You do that.
not buying all copies. They would buy you out of the market, because what happens now is you get to someone to get to people.
Okay.
Like I came here for this interview to get to people.
Yes.
So somebody would deal directly with you and say, do not play that music. I'm paying you not to play that music.
okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's how serious it gets. When you are a songwriter and people know you are a very good songwriter, you are in position to make a hit song at any time, they would come and buy your music cheaply, but not to release it.
Oh, okay.
But keep it in their archives, not for anyone to play. Yes.
Oh, okay.
And what happens when somebody buys your song, you can neither release it nor sell it again. So they take full ownership of the music that you have created to make sense to the world or to your pockets and keep it in their closets.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then, so you also said that making a hit song in Uganda, when you make a hit song in Uganda, it becomes a problem. What do you mean?
I think a hit song is trouble anywhere in the world.
Okay.
We know people who have done music and made those big hits and disappeared forever. It is because the first energy you dropped has failed to be matched by any other energy you drop.
Okay.
I personally wouldn't like a hit song. I would love good music that would earn me money forever.
Yeah.
I love to have a song that would have you invite me over to sing in Kenya even after 20 years.
Yes.
I don't want to do the music that would... The criteria to have a hit is simple in Uganda. Just go to studio and sing nonsense.
About a big bam.
Yes, sing anything about anything. You can choose to sing about maybe something that has been said.
Yeah.
And people would, I don't know if they would really love your song or they are just excited to hear that, to hear what you've sung. So I think I would prefer having nice music over having a hit song.
Okay.
We know there is this Chinese guy who did, what was it called? Gangnam Style something.
Oh,
Gangnam Style.
Gangnam
Yeah,
Style.
Korean.
That was
Korean.
South Korea.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the guy was still making more music, but he could not match the energy he dropped at first.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have only one song to pay you, and yet you could have a variety of songs that could pay you every single time. When you have a bigger catalog, that means more money. I think that is what happens.
Okay.
In the streaming world, the more the views, the more the money. So that means when you have more music, it is viewed more.
Yes.
I think so.
Oh, yes,
So if you happen to drop one big banger, it could have you disappear from the market.
Okay.
I'm still relevant in my country because my music is a slow burn. You would love people love the music I released 5 years ago, like I dropped it today, and they're excited to learn about the music. How come this song has been here all this time and I don't know it? Yeah, and something I've not seen with many songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Some songs are listened to for 1 week and you don't want to listen to it again.
Yeah.
I don't know if that happens in Kenya as well.
Happens everywhere.
Yeah.
So I have to ask you. Okay.
You know, there's this song that crossed the border and into our airwaves. I don't know what it meant.
Which one?
Something to do with Ozambi. Was it
Ozambi.
Ugandan?
Yeah,
What does it mean?
Yeah.
Wozambe is a slang.
Okay.
Only he knows. I don't know what it means.
Okay.
But we are waiting for him to release another song like that. Yeah.
Okay. Because talking of slang, I have to ask you, what's the slang for bum, like buttock?
The slang for bum, it has quite many.
Okay.
Which the cool one right now? Because Kenya, we used to say rasa. Nowadays it's haga. When you say rasa, they know you're as old as me. So you have to say haga. Because you have to hug it.
In Uganda, you would only say agarina.
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 Yeah.
Agarina.
Which means she has the ass.
And a big agarina is called what?
A big agarina means too much. Aga means it is too much. Yeah.
Oh, agarina.
Yeah.
So, Rina?
No, agarina has, it is...
It's one word that...
It is one word that
packing
means
everything.
she has too much.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can
too
tell
much.
by your hands.
And when you add ga, everybody knows what you're talking about.
Yeah. So, and give, what's the slang for give?
A slang for give. Njocha.
Njocha.
Njochayo, give me some money. Njochayo amaja mwana.
Okay. So I'm
Njochayo.
sorry. We're trying to write Ian's next hit song. So
Njocha hangarina.
Njocha.
Njocha hangarina.
Ntekako.
Ntekako hangarina.
Ntekako now means you have to use your phone and send. Ntekako eche 10 mwana.
Take a picture of the bum and send.
No, ntekako eche 10. Drop some money on my phone.
Oh,
drop 100 bob on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So sorry, I have to ask.
Agarina, you could say alina amabina. Amabina is the bums in Uganda. Alina amabina ebina. You understand? Yeah.
And if Obina is around, he's confused. So sorry, still sticking with slang now because we are here, and I know you're a conscious man, but I have to ask, what's the name of the slang for pum pum in Uganda, Luganda, or the street language?
I think it is called Nkudi. I've heard somebody sing a song.
Nkudi.
Oh, yeah.
Nkudi.
Yeah, I think that is the Nkudi. I think it is.
Nkudi. Yeah, Njocha Nkudi.
Njocha Nkudi.
Yeah, Njocha
Nkudi. You are asking for some.
Yes. Yeah.
Some goodies.
Something West.
It's good.
Something wet to make you sweat. Okay. So there's this story about you. You had a London tour, but that didn't end up happening.
I think it was 2 tours.
Okay.
One was political, and unfortunately I had not known before they booked me.
Yeah.
But after getting to know it was political, I really want to detach my music. My music and my political affiliation are quite different.
Yes.
I support somebody. I know I love somebody to be my president, but I wouldn't want that to mix up with my music, because I have my music is universal. It cuts across. I have people who support everybody, and I want them to love my music. So I wouldn't love to affiliate my music to any political party. Yeah.
Okay. So the London tour, what happened?
What happened is when I got to know that it is a political show, I just turned it down. I could not go.
Oh, it was a political show.
Yeah.
So, but had you gotten a visa by this time?
Yes. I was good with everything, and then I told them, I asked, can I fly myself? Can I use my money and buy my ticket, because it wouldn't be good to have a visa and not fly. And they said, if you're not coming for the show, we shall do anything to stop you, man. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Which year was this?
It was 2023. Yeah.
Why were you afraid? I'm assuming it was an opposition show.
No, it was not an opposition show.
It was a government show.
It was a government show, and I personally wouldn't want to attach that to my career. Yeah.
Okay. And you didn't feel like your fans would understand?
No, they wouldn't. I wouldn't understand myself either.
Okay.
Why would I go to sing? Why would I go to support something I do not stand for? Yeah.
Okay. You do not. Okay. So you're calling the Uganda regime oppressive, eh?
No, I'm not directly saying that. However, you could if the shoe fits, maybe if you have been to Uganda, you may know what to say better. If you have heard what happens there, you may know what to say better. But if I'm invited over to perform or to show, I don't stand for what I don't stand for, man.
Okay.
My energy lies elsewhere. My energy is to have freedom, to emancipate people's mind.
Yeah.
You understand?
From mental slavery.
Yes.
Okay. And so as we finish up, where can people find your music?
My music is all over. Okay. It is all over. It is on all social media, all social stores. It is on. I'm actually on Mdundo. People should know.
Oh, okay.
I am Mdundo. I'm distributing and publishing my music, so you can find my music anywhere online.
Okay.
With whichever app you feel free to use. You can use Spotify. You can use you can check on your phone, whichever app you use to listen and stream music. My music is there. Yeah.
Okay. Because there's one thing I didn't ask. So your name is Ivan Tony Kizito, yes?
Yeah.
how does Summer Sojah come?
Summer
I'm assuming
Sojah-
Sojah is you're a soldier of Jah Army.
No, I am so godly. It is, if you notice the spelling, it is so, then Jah.
Sojah. Okay.
I love God so much.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Summer is an abbreviation from a name of a woman who kick-started my career. She taught me how to play the keyboard. She was called Samantha. Unfortunately, she passed on from an accident in Kampala.
Pole.
And when we laid her to rest, I said, how else can I make
Remember
her
her.
feel that I appreciate what she helped me start? So I kept Summer and eliminated the rest of the letters from the name.
What was her name?
Samantha.
Samantha.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it is Summer without NTHA. Yeah.
Okay, and that's such a good way to remember someone.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
such
you.
a good way, and of course, our condolences. Yes.
Thank you.
And so also from looking at the Uganda industry from the outside, there was this drama surrounding Chameleon and the Sun. What was up with that?
Well, Chameleon and the Sun are all celebrities.
Oh, okay.
So when celebrities do things, you don't know whether they are doing them to excite their fans or it is really happening. But whatever was going on, I think it was a father-son business.
Yeah.
I think the son has a right to tell their father where they don't feel happy about what they do.
Okay.
And if the father is fair enough, he should justify. He should amend the issue. Yeah.
Okay. And I seem to have confused myself on this. Who between Radio and Weasel passed?
It is Radio.
Radio is the one who passed.
Yes.
Was the person who killed him arrested, charged? What happened with that?
Yes. They said he was arrested and charged. But sometimes when things happen in Uganda, you lose track along the way.
Okay.
So I think that is what happened. And since then, justice wasn't really served.
Yes.
And I don't know what the state is planning about it. Yeah, but we lost a very great artist. May his soul rest in peace. And we have a very big gap in the music industry in Uganda.
Okay.
Everybody only wishes he was still alive because he wrote most of the songs that played at the time he was alive. He said at one point he said he could look at the top 10 songs in the country and he had about 5 songs on the list. So he was a great man. And justice did not really meet the point. We did not meet at that point where we could feel that justice was really served.
Okay.
Because he was brutally killed, he was murdered, and somebody was arrested, but we don't know how it all went down.
Okay. Yeah, you don't know what happened afterwards. Okay. And I think I didn't ask you, why are you in Kenya right now? Is it a media tour? Is it a performance?
I am in Kenya for a business trip.
Okay.
Yeah, and I happened to meet my friend here. So I thought we could maybe do a few things regarding music as well. Because, that comes along with me everywhere I go. Yeah. So I thought it wouldn't be bad to add a little or a big number of people onto my family. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
We've really
Thank
enjoyed this, man. You've made us look at Uganda from a different angle. I've sat with comedians mostly from Uganda. Yeah, so this was the first time we've sat with a musician from Uganda.
Oh, wow.
And we feel like we've chanted down Babylon.
Yeah.
So thank you, man. I hope you've enjoyed the conversation. It was really good.
I've really enjoyed it, and I've learned so much from here. You've told me so much about Kenya as well. Things I really needed to know. I was asking my friend, what would it take me to become a Kenyan citizen? Because I would love to be. I would love Kenya to be my other home.
Just declare you're going to vote for Ruto. You'll get an ID so fast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I hear you people don't like that guy.
Yeah,
majority don't.
Majority of us
majority
don't like him.
The vast majority.
Right now, he's trying to get as many foreigners as possible to register as voters. So you're welcome.
Well,
told you.
Well,
the easy way to chant down Babylon. And
well, I love Africa so much that I wouldn't love to betray Africa.
Okay. Also, my name is Mwafrika, standing for African.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Africa
So,
is such a nice name. At least I know what that means.
yeah. It's that. And at some point, I used to do a reggae show on YFM back in the days. So I used to really love culture. That song, Humble African. So by that time, I used to be called Mr. Humble. When I was doing the reggae show, I was Mr. Humble.
Oh, okay.
And I'm doing the hip hop show, I was Mwafrika.
Okay.
And in Kenya, that's actually rare. People who actually love both reggae and hip hop.
Yeah.
What about Uganda? Is that something rare?
I personally believe that reggae and hip hop do not have too much difference.
Yeah.
Especially that somebody doing reggae can do hip hop as well.
Yeah.
And people who are doing reggae sometimes do hip hop and call it dancehall.
Yeah.
You understand. So it is just one universal language we speak. Music is just a universal language.
Yeah, because I always say like Capleton. According to me, Capleton can be a very good rapper. Like the way he writes songs.
Yeah.
Writes like
He
it's a rap song.
he actually raps on the reggae beats.
Yeah.
If you could just mug his verse and put it on a trap beat, you would feel his flow in coping with the beat.
Yeah.
So I think reggae and hip hop have a very, very common similarity. Sometimes the people we do the music for do not even know what music they are listening to. For example, back home in Uganda, people don't know that they really love reggae. Because when you get all the old music, these people tend to love so much and put it to play and start listing the characteristics of reggae from this music.
Yes.
You would have 80% of that music coming up as reggae.
Yeah.
So it is just a matter of helping these people know some things they do not know and they need to know. Now, like back home, people don't know that they love reggae music, and when you start doing reggae music in Uganda, it is a waste of time. That's what they think. But when you talk about people like Maddox, they love the music.
Yes.
And when he sings, they all sing along, but they are not sure whether they love the music.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess maybe it's because also the negative stereotypes. Sometimes as Africans, we have that thing of we go with the stereotype. If people look at this music as bad music, we all want to look at it the same
especially
way.
that most of the people have dreadlocks. Most of the people who love reggae music love to have their hair made long and dreadlocks. But some of the people do not know how to take care of this hair.
Yeah.
And they don't know how to like you were saying, the hygiene is not as much there. So people are scared to associate with this kind of music because they don't want to be regarded in the same bracket. But I find that queer because the music is music. We are listening to the music. I mean, you would enjoy the music in at your convenience. You would not hate the whole genre because majority of the people that are supporting the genre look like that. Yeah.
Okay. And yes, so this was a Uganda special on IKONINI podcast. Thank you to Summer Sojah. Stream his music on all platforms. Yes.
The spelling of the name is SAMA and Sojah is SOJAH.
Yeah.
There you have me now.
Dennis Brown used to say, Sojah say.
Yes.
So
Dennis Brown, a great legend.
Yes. So imekuwa ni episode, okay, imekuwa ni special. Tukisema like, subscribe, hit the notification button, tell a friend. Tukimalizia tukisema
IKONINI. IKONINI. Always tune in and listen and watch and stream. IKONINI. Summer Sojah CSO.